to promote more my work here in Portugal. The markets, it's totally different in Portugal. I have that kind of thing that here you have space, but it's really difficult to get in, you know? Very difficult to get in the radio, to get in the television. The television, when I say, is the open one. The TVE, the SIC,
Yeah.
it's difficult. You can get viral on internet, but they still thinking if you are invited or not to go to the television here. My biggest I can I don't know, I don't say like difficult, but my biggest a minha grande guerra, my biggest war here, it's getting in, because my plan for career from in Portugal, it's being famous here, and after that go to Brazil, you know, because the vision is definitely it's different. When you are famous here, depending if you go to Brazil, or you can go to Brazil with and you entering automatically in another level. You know,
Yeah,
you don't go to
because of
Brazil
yeah,
to fight with Brazilian
to
singers.
fight from zero.
A lot.
But I believe that TikTok is a way to bypass all these people. Nowadays, you can start
But
like
it's about lucky, no? TikTok is about lucky also, because you can get viral by the nonsense something.
the thing is this,
Trying, but
you know, virality is something that you can study. If you go on TikTok as a customer, you just consuming, right? If you
Yeah.
go on TikTok and you analyze how people went viral, you can see when I go on somebody's TikTok, I look everything they post and I'm like, okay, what is viral and why? Some people it's the funny stuff. Some people it's the way they present the music. Some people they just put the screen and they play music from Spotify and they just put play for 30 seconds and then
then
everybody in the chat is, oh, what's the name of the song? And then it goes viral. So the question is, how do you analyze how some people became viral? And then I believe that at a point, once you decide your strategy of what you will do, you don't stop after 1,000 videos. And I believe the problem of most people, they believe that they will do one video and that it will work, and then they will do one, it doesn't work, then they do another one, it doesn't work, three, it doesn't work, or maybe it works a little bit, but not they don't go viral, they just have some followers, and after that, they just it's not for me. When in reality, you have to do, continue doing nonstop, and you follow a strategy that you can copy from some people who are already big in Portugal or in Brazil, and then one day something happened. To give you my example,
yeah.
I've been on internet forever, more than 30 years, and I remember I was on Instagram early from the beginning, and when there was not a lot of people, everything that I post was huge. Anything I would post, I would have hundreds of comments, etc. Then there was so much people that they start doing the algorithm stuff, and now you post something, you post your music, nobody answers. You post this, nothing happens. And then last year, I post a girl put a finger into some food and some juice came out, and I just do it like, wait a minute, and then everybody went crazy, and I had like a viral post. So I could have just done that and then stop and then continue posting music and stuff, but I was like, listen, I didn't do it on purpose, but this is a hit. Let me do another one. So I find it, and then on my inbox, there was a lot of people sending me videos of people funny stuff, people falling, people doing crazy stuff, and everybody was replying to me, wait a minute, and I was like, oh shit, I just did an Instagram hit without trying. So what I did is I start doing one every day, and I continue posting music, I continue posting club shada clips, but when I post wait a minute on Instagram, and then I have I gained, since I started, 15,000 new followers. And now my question is, okay, how do I monetize this? Or I believe that it's good for my brand, because even if there's this, I also have on TikTok something going on that blew up. And on TikTok, I started posting video replies to the comments. And since I did this, I started really using TikTok maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. But since I started doing video replies to the comments, every video I do has between 2,000 and 5,000 views. And every week I'll make 1,000 new followers. And the more followers I get, the more it's going to be easy to create viral videos because of all the followers.
Yeah.
So what people don't understand is that they want the platforms to work for them, but you have to work for the platform. The platform wants the people to stay on the platform.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of people coming to the platform because of you, the platform will show more of your content. And after putting a lot of funny stuff, from time to time, I put one video of Club Shada or one song, and now I see engagement because the platform knows that my posts get engagement. And I'm not trying to do the same content for every platform, which was I used to do. Now I have my Instagram content, I have my TikTok content, and actually my music is content for Spotify. It's so when people on Instagram are, well, now you only post funny stuff, you don't sing anymore. I'm like, I don't sing on Instagram, I sing on Spotify. So but because you are seeing me on Instagram and you see my content, then it becomes something. So at a point, I believe that people have to find the right strategy, and then they have to apply. I had a conversation with Bodhisattva, to give you another example. Sometimes Bodhisattva put a video when he starts dancing. And when he does that, people go crazy on Instagram. He has like 500 comments, millions of views. And then because he's a big white guy that dances African, like better than, and he was born in Africa, so it's normal for us, but people are like, oh my God, this is crazy. And every time I tell him, bro, you need to do one dance video every week, and stop dancing on Kofi Olomide music or song from other artists. You have to do it on your own music, because every time one of your dance video goes viral, your song goes viral.
Your song goes too. If you dance to a song,
And when I tell him this, he has like a, body. He's like, yeah, but I mean, this is too. He's like, it's not real. I really want to be. I say, bro, I understand you want to be real, but you have to. Once you find something that works, you have to use it. Whenever you find something that works, you have to use it. So you have to look on TikTok, and as a creator that you are a great singer. You have to look for other great singers on that maybe look like you in terms of the way they perform, and You have to look at what is their strategy and what is working for them, and
You
then you
do.
just apply. Like I see Becca, for example, the Brazilian girl. She dances, and now
Thank
she
you.
has 20 million followers.
Yeah.
I have some
We
fitness
just
girls. They
have a lot of
yeah, there's a
dancers.
lot of there's a lot of dancers, but there's also a lot of singers. There's a lot of pianists. There's a lot of listen, in the platforms. You once you find the right niche, you can do the right content. It's just a question of really finding the perfect thing that works for you and doing
Mm-hmm.
it. Listen, me, when I wake up, I know that if you look my DMs, I have millions of videos. Like people send me videos. They're like, "Oh, we want to see your reaction. We want to see you." And my reaction, I'm not saying I'm just like, okay,
Okay.
like I don't do. But people, it's interesting because I'm not a comic. I'm not a. But the for your brand,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you do something and they see you every day, when they go to Spotify and they want to listen something, they will listen to your music. It's you know so I believe that as a singer that is used to releasing one song or two with a big video, etc., you just have to it's not that you have to stop doing this. It's just that you have to do this for maybe the
Mm-hmm.
big songs, but for all the little songs,
Yeah. Work work with them.
yeah, yeah, and then you will find that it's interesting. Every country has their TikTok community, that can make you big. You have the Mozambican TikTok, Haitian, like, and then all you have to do is once you connect with them, then everybody, oh, you here? Oh, it's amazing, and then yeah, listen, you just sometimes yeah, listen, you put a beat and you tell people what you think of this song, and then you just sing them, and then people once sometimes people will just create a trend from your song, sometimes not, but you just need to understand how it works in that platform. And people go to TikTok, they come from Instagram, and they think they will just do the same as Instagram in TikTok. No, it's not the same platform.
No, no, no. It's different.
Yeah, you have to do different things.
The Instagram is more. I think Instagram is it's more, and now it's visual.
Yeah,
It's
it
beautiful
is.
pictures,
It is
beautiful
trying. They are trying to copy TikTok, but
with heels, but heels.
it,
It's
reels,
not
yeah,
the
it's not.
same, I think, but it's still beautiful. You know, I think Instagram it's about beauty.
Yeah,
TikTok not. TikTok you
TikTok is about, yeah. I do agree with what you say.
yeah,
Let me look
but
at.
just sometimes I think about all this change that happened in the music industry, and it's kind of crazy, so you try to adapt, like go in this area and do all this thing, and try to think I have to study this kind of strategy to start to work to see uh how can I share my music to more people, because you have here now you have like people singing from 1 month, or maybe a model who starts to sing, or an influencer starts to sing, and she getting viral, and you sing at 20, 13, 14 years here, and you trying to get the same space, I think. And it's crazy because sometimes I think myself, so I think about this kind of strategy and different social media, but at the same time I think that, and if you watch some of musics and contents today, you see that people getting started tired of this. I think that we, it's like fashion, they are always doing the same thing. Like, it's not a, it I'm searching words in English to say this to you, but I think people, um it's gonna be, people vão se cansar, they getting
They're
tired
getting
of
tired of the of too much content.
in Brazil. You have some artists, they recording old songs. Old, for me, songs never getting old, because
Yeah,
song is a song. When I know a song, I don't know how long
yeah.
it took a song, so songs for me never getting old. But talking like this, you see some artists recording old songs, you know so I don't know.
Now, I listen. There's clearly a saturation of too many people doing too much content, and
Yes,
I
this word,
I
saturation.
believe I believe that when you want to navigate in this world, you have to understand that the goal is not to be viral. In
No,
reality,
not
the
at
goal
all.
the goal is to
Not
find
at
your
all.
tribe.
Not at
If you
all.
find
That's
your
the art.
tribe, look, for example, I'm going to talk to you about this show. I never promote this show.
Mm-hmm.
I could pay 500 euros every month to make the show bigger,
Yeah.
but I like my all my people. I know everybody, and this is our space. When we talk about our things, we talk about, and we are safe
It's something
between each
yours.
other. It's our stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't need to go private, viral with this show,
Mm-hmm.
because I make a lot of money from my music and from my old music. So,
And that's okay.
and on TikTok, I have a few viral songs. But when I put music, I'm not trying to go viral. I'm just trying to create my tribe in every space, because people get tired of the feeling that they have to do more than they can to
Mm-hmm.
satisfy the platforms, the fans, and
Yeah.
everybody's telling them, if you don't do 10 videos every month on YouTube, uh, you're gonna
Crazy.
you're
It's
gonna
crazy.
disappear if you don't
It's
do one
crazy.
song every month. No, I believe that everybody has to find the right pace that work for them, and just understand that you could do a video every week of the same song.
Yeah.
You don't have to do a new song every week. You have to find what works for you, and just understand that in this platform, hey, you don't need to do a full music video. Listen, you can just take your phone and put
Yeah.
something. Give you an example. My wife, when I met her, I in the beginning I was like, hey, listen, you have a nice brand, you have 3,000 followers. I can
Mm-hmm.
take you to 100,000 followers. I know how to do. Here's a camera. Taught her how to use a camera, etc. Okay, she
Yeah.
became huge on Instagram. She influencer stuff, cool. Then I was telling her, hey, listen, I know how you can make money on YouTube. I can open for you a YouTube channel. So we did a YouTube channel. She started doing her hair. She
We
started
have
doing
a
the
video,
nail.
remember? I have
Yes,
a video with her.
yes, I
And the
remember. So she does all that, and then at a point she tells me, I don't like editing. I don't like to take everything, put the lights, start filming. I like just taking my camera. Like, when it comes to a photo, she's very, very, very pro, and she's into the details.
Mhm.
But when it comes to video, she doesn't like to speak to people. She's very antisocial, and she was like, the YouTube thing, I don't know. And me, I was like, listen, you have, in 2 years you made 80,000 subscribers. You have some videos with millions of views. I was like, I believe it's a waste. You should try. But at a point, she was like, it's not for me. I don't want to put videos. I just want to put photos from time to time. And listen, even at a point, people coming in the street to tell her, oh my God, hola Jadel. And she was like, I don't really want to talk to people that I don't
Oh,
know.
she
So
doesn't feel comfortable with.
she's not comfortable with interviews. She's not comfortable with fame. She, at a point, she just made a private Instagram.
Mhm.
She removed a bunch of photos and she was like, listen, this was fun,
But
but I don't want to be popular.
yeah,
And I was like, I understand.
yeah,
You don't have to. It's
like that.
okay. And now she's back to doing photos for herself. And listen, she will like take her time to edit her photos, to do all that, really, but she doesn't want the pressure. And in the beginning, everybody was like, "Oh, why? Da 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 da! You disappeared. Doing more of it." And no, and now, and in TikTok, she found something where she can have fun with her sister, do stuff just for
Yeah,
TikTok, and it's perfect for her. And that's what she does. And so, like I always told her, and like I'm telling you, people have to find a way to work where they feel comfortable and when they
mm-hmm.
feel happy. Yeah, like we love our work because it's our passion as well. But
Yeah.
if it becomes a nightmare to do the
No,
things we
no, forget
love,
it. Forget it.
then you like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I
Yeah.
remember when I was doing a lot of shows. I was doing a show in Mozambique, and then I was taking a plane Maputo to
Always.
Pemba, and Pemba to
Yeah.
Beira, Beira to Nampula, and then Nampula back to Maputo. The next day I'm in Paris. The next day I'm performing in Paris. Then the next day I'm in New York, and then I'm
We're
performing.
everywhere.
At a point, I was tired too. And listen, you make a lot of money, it's great, but at a point you're like, hey, I need. And then at some point I would tell my manager, no more shows in Portugal and no more shows in Paris, only one or two shows in with a good price in Mozambique, in Angola, in Congo, but two per month. And she was like,
It's
why? And I was like, because I need to create, I need to be
don't have
back.
time. You don't have working
Ex-
like is something that um I talk a lot with my father. We talk about we talk a lot about music and about strategy and about the new musicians and about all the new generation music that we saw in the market. And the thing that you're talking, it's good because we make a comparison of the quality and the quantity. You have a lot of quantity.
yeah.
You don't have quality, but you have a lot of quantity. You know. So sometimes it's good. You have like one, two shows in a month with a good price and nice places, and you have time to let's make something good. Let's produce this. Let's see the lights. Let's see what I'm gonna sing. I have time to compose something new. I have times to see who is gonna be here. I have times to see if I have, I don't know, a follower or a fan, or a special fan, or someone is gonna make a birthday and I have to sing to that person. And all my comparisons I make with Brazil, because that there it's more chaotic place that you can see like this kind of craziest things. And I think we see a lot of this these days, Kaysha. The quantity, and my problem is the quantity, and especially when you write very well, when you sing, and you know that you sing, you can sing, you can do the high notes, but now you can make a music without them. We don't need we
You
don't
know
need
how
necessarily.
I came to terms with this, and I found a solution for me.
Hmm.
I can do quantity and quality at the same time.
Okay, tell me.
It's something I learned to do. First
Yeah.
of all, I have my studio at home. My studio is just this. I'm ready. So the fact that I can work at home, I can in 4 or 5 hours, I can do 3 4 songs. Because I trained in being, sometimes you believe that you have to record a song for 10 hours for the song to be good, rewrite the lyrics, when in reality, if you're good, you're good.
Yes, of course.
So if you're
Of course.
good, you can take less time on the too much
Yeah.
details and put your time more in becoming efficient. You can listen, you can do one car by hand, it is going to take you a month, or you can learn how to create a factory and build 10 cars every day.
Yeah.
All this is how do you learn to be effective in your productivity in terms as a musician. You want to do a lot of music, but you also want to use to be able to do quality music. Okay, how do we do this? How do you train to do the nice lyrics? How do you train to sometimes be like, okay, hey, this is a nice song, quality, but I didn't think too much about the lyrics. Like, hey, I love you. Do you love me? Please make love to me. Okay, done. And another one, you will take your time to write about the butterflies that are flying to the universe. And yeah. Like, you have levels where, and listen, a lot of times I took time to prove to singers that even if in my auto tune, I could do some nice harmonies, take my time to sing
Of
very,
course.
etc. And then they don't care about the song. And then I do a stupid song where I wrote in 5 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, oh my
They
god,
love it.
and I'm like, oh my god, like
And
these
they
lyrics are
love it.
so cheesy. Like,
And they love
I
it.
would
Yeah.
love to grow
Yeah.
old with you and feel your hand on my gray hair when I get old in front of the beach. And then everybody was like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful song in my life. And then you make a lot of money from that stupid song that you wrote, and you're like, all
Really?
right. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm an artist and because I think that I'm singing for artists, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm just having this conversation only with artists, and we are just believing that our mission is to do something that is too much. And, it's something I tell to artists all the time. Listen, to arrive to two, you can do it in a lot of ways. The simplest way is 1 + 1. That's 2.